validation because they can't validate themselves. They want to be, it's like when you go off to college, the military, move to a different area and meet a set of new people, right? You literally can be anything you want. You can go, I can move right now to, let's say, California. I can get out there in California and tell everybody I was a New York fur trader or something like that, right? A stockbroker, whatever. I can tell people out there that I'm this great, wonderful thing because I can make up who I want. And so on the internet, when you remind people of what they truly are, they get angry. When you disregard them for like not having importance, not having influence, not having any say over no domain over you, make them feel disregarded, that's when they attack you. See, it's not you. It's not you. It's how they feel. They got the problem. It's not you. You living your life. You doing your thing. If you go, like, let's say we in this interview tomorrow, you going after me. She came over. She said this. She said that. Right? It's my reaction to what you do that validate what you're doing. Right? Because it's a reason why you would do that. You're doing that because of whatever. Let's say clicks, likes, views, coins, cash apps. Right? So then when I feed into what you're doing, when I feed into it, it skyrockets you, right? It give you a negative reinforcement that that's the way to do it. That's the way we got to go about doing this. In order for you to get that validation you're seeking, you have somebody on. So here's the cycle. Have somebody on the show or your interview show. When they leave, with the next person, you attack them. It's playing out right in front of your eyes, except for they don't attack the previous guest. Why do you think the Shay Shay show is so popular? He got these outside of what, Cat Williams? He got these old washed up people to come talk to him at his crib. He's doing these at his crib, I understand, right? So he put together a little very messy, filled with vitriol, right? Like they don't sit there and talk about how wonderful their accomplishments were, what all they've done, the keys to success. No, he unlocked the messiness. He unlocked the back and forth. Look at how many people responded to Cat Williams when Cat Williams was on the show. And so Shannon Sharpe is going to continue. Follow along with me. He is going to continue to use that recipe. It's the same thing we do to people on TikTok. When people on TikTok are messy and nasty, right? And we all make videos. There was a lady called Vegan Teacher on TikTok. She was a prolific racist. Everybody made videos about this lady, right? She skyrocketed to the millions. Videos going viral. Then they started trying to take her page down. She kept coming back, page down, coming back, right? It's operant conditioning. You literally are conditioning your haters on how to get you to respond. And they're being conditioned on how to get the clicks, likes, and views that they need for validation. So when they come to TikTok and they like, I'm going to hold you accountable, and then you curse them out and the views skyrocket, then guess what? They got the formula and they're going to keep doing it. I know somebody on this app been trying to hold people accountable for a year, right? 2 years. 2 years. It ain't who you think is not who you think. 2 years. They've been trying to hold somebody accountable. Cannot break 100 people in their lives. Can't break 100. I know somebody else came live. The highest that live was ever for that person, speak your truth, beloved, was when he was talking about the llamas. Because ordinarily, and I ain't got no problem with him, because he do believe in some Garvey things. though he misapply them, is him and him.
He's a straight beehive. Beehive.
Wow.
With a tampon hanging out his butt.
But it be him in his live with him in the box, and he's telling himself to tap and gift. Right? And he's holding people accountable. You need more than you to hold somebody accountable. You cannot hold nobody accountable. But we got to stop, and myself included, we got to stop conditioning people to do this negative stuff to garner support, likes, and views. But a small subsection of Black TikTok is going to live and dwell in that swamp. And we're never going to be able to stop them. That's the ones that slap they weave like this, and do all of that stuff. And that's the ones where the men's is jumping in and out of everybody DMs, you know, doing all of that weird stuff, not taking care of their families. We're never going to be able to stop those people. So what we have to do is we have to isolate them and excise them from our typical daily routine.
Okay, so now that we're saying that, hey, for the haters, what's going on? You all right, baby? Now that we're saying that, right? Why do they think it's okay to coddle? I don't care if it's a man or a woman on this app. Why do they feel it's okay to coddle grown adults? Like, at the end of the day, we are adults and we should hold ourselves accountable. But with y'all coddling them, they feel like they ain't done no wrong. Why do they feel like that's okay?
Can I have an example, and can you use it in a sentence?
Okay, let's see. Speak. We were speaking on Speak, right? We know that he causes issues and problems and go in people's room with that hollering and screaming. He even be in his own people in his own room hollering and screaming, and then he lies. And then when people check him, people are coddling him. Why is it okay to coddle these grown ass adults? At the end of the day, they gonna cuss, holler, and scream at you and call you all kind of names. Why is it not okay for them? What up though, everybody? Why is it not okay for them to get the same treatment that they give, they get back? Why?
Because even if you think about our Black, now this is just my thoughts on that. If you think about our within our own family units, right? Let's say you have sneaky uncle, whatever. Okay. Right. Grandma covers for her son. The sister that he did it to, and that's your mama, covers for her brother. And when he finally make it to you, guess what the answer is? What's the answer, y'all? What's the answer? He did it to everybody. So traditionally, problematic Black men have always sought refuge behind Black women. Even when we were back in slave days and the problematic Black man smarted off at master or whatever, right? As a direct result, his wife or his sister, his daughter, his niece was probably assaulted soon thereafter, and he was probably whipped, right? And that woman who got assaulted had to put salves and leaves on his back to heal his wounds, while no one tended to hers. So we have, the Black male ego is extremely fragile. What do they tell you about Black men? Oh, don't ever make your man feel like he ain't a man, right? I know you heard it. Don't ever make your man feel like he ain't a man, right? What's the quickest way to make a Black man leave you? Emasculate him. Make him feel like he's not a man. Look at Good Times. James, right? Florida be like, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get us in trouble. Don't get us kicked out. Don't go do that. James, they would have been out the projects if Florida had just let JJ and James loose to get them out the projects by any means necessary. We are unfortunately the recipients of the head of the household, a place that we didn't want to be. So there are Black women, myself included, that have been overly nice to problematic Black men because it was taught to us. It was taught to us. We're that generation, and we have to be aware of it. We're that generation, like I don't coddle like King. They say King problematic, but they also say I'm problematic, right? I don't coddle King. I don't be like, oh, no, dog. No, King, please don't do that. Please don't. I be like, dog, don't do that, man. Dog, what you doing? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. Or I just won't be partaking in it. You see what I'm saying? With my own husband, I don't have to worry about making him feel like a man. When we had this conversation, I told him, baby, you ready mix. It's not my job to boost your self-esteem. Period, point blank. And if you can live with that, then I can live with that. You do what you're supposed to do, and I'm damn sure gonna do what I'm supposed to do. And naturally, you should feel like the king of your castle. But if at any chance that I have to dethrone you because you messing up, just understand the queen can move in any damn position, and she is the most lethal player on the chessboard. And I will remove you from the head of the household. And we ain't had no problems in a long time. We ain't had no problems in a long time. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Outwardly, you the head of the household. I'm not going to go against my man in public, but these hoes on TikTok, they'll make my men's. It's not my job to make you feel good. It's not my job to rub your ego or rub your head. It ain't. And even if I'm going to give it to my husband raw and in the truth, I give it to my husband raw and in the truth. What make you think I ain't finna give it to you raw and in the truth? I love him.
Would you say that again?
How about you?
Would you say that again? I don't give two hells about you. So why do I need to motherfucking coddle what I say to you and give you sugar when you feed me shit? I'm not understanding that. So with that being said, I am starting to do wife talk. That's what I'm going to be doing. Something called wife talk, and you're more invited than that because I am a wife. And they pick on us wives so much, you know what I'm saying, to where they need to hear and understand what we go through on a daily. Because if we're not sugarcoating shit for the family, we're most definitely not going to sugarcoat. I'm not, and I know she not. So I'm trying to understand why y'all feel like y'all need that from someone else's mother, wife, sister, or auntie. Why y'all need that from us?
Let me touch on that real quick, the picking on wives portion of this, okay?
Hey, bald head.
I haven't met a hoe yet that's a straight hoe that wouldn't trade places with a wife that have a good man. Okay, so that's like in elementary school where like you had a toy and then somebody else wanted that toy and you was like, I'm not giving up my toy, right? Not saying men are toys, but I'm using this analogy. I'm not giving up my toy. So then they go stand and be like, I ain't want that old funky toy anyway, right? That's that mentality. See, people, they despise what they don't understand. They hate what they can't have, and they try to destroy what they want to be like, but just can't get there. Despise, hate, and destroy. That's what they try to do. So at the end of the day, all that rhetoric coming out, and this ain't no shots at nobody, but I know like T, her platform is built on side chicks are winning. You can never win when that man closes his eyes and you inherit nothing. Let me say that again. Let me say that again, because this is why black women stay in perpetual poverty. That's an impoverished mindset. Okay? When you close your eyes, if you go before me, right? Now I got my stuff together with my husband. Living will, trust funds, right? Assets, right? If I was his side chick and he closed his eyes, every single thing that I sacrifice within me to be with that man ends up going to his wife. Okay, that's why side chicks never win. Now, you're going to be listed as his special friend in the obituary, but baby, I guarantee you, you ain't in the will. So all them assets, all them things he got, the 401k, the savings, the stocks, the bonds, the cryptocurrency, all that he got goes to the woman that he laid up and talked to you as the side chick about and told you all his problems pertaining to the wife. You cannot win when that nigga closes his eyes and you still in poverty and the wife is living a good life with her side dude. That's not a win-win. That's skewed. Unless you talking about having a comeuppance because of your degradation to yourself. Because in slavery times, the black women was the mistresses to master. I'm not ever gonna put myself in a position to denigrate myself to be somebody's doggone mistress. I don't need a piece of a man because I don't need a man. at the end of the day. But having a man is beautiful. But I'm not going to take a piece of you, buddy, when you belong to another woman. But more so because I'm a financial mindset, I'm of finances. Your finances is going to go to your lawful wife. And I'm just going to be left with a whole bunch of illegitimate babies and a wet booty. That's it. Still in Sugar Tree Apartments. This ain't no dig at nobody that, whatever. Still in Sugar Tree Apartments with no comeuppance, no assets, no nothing. Now the wife, a lot of women don't know this. I'm going to tell you this because I've been married for a very long time. I know a lot of older married people. These side chicks be thinking, and I'll come on your show and we'll talk about it. They be thinking they winning, okay? Listen, y'all.
Can I ask them to tap the screen real quick, y'all? Let's do a short commercial break. Welcome into the ADHD Live, where you never know where the flight is going to take you. I need everyone to tap the screen, and if my mods don't see you tapping, they're going to mute you. Y'all got all these comments down there, but nobody is tapping. Hey, watch me work. Everybody, please tap the screen. I should be up to at least 80K by now. I got all these comments. Everybody comment, got something to say about us wives. Well, let's make sure we tap the screen while this wife over here is telling y'all ain't gonna get shit. Not a goddamn thing. All right, y'all not even gonna get the food out the refrigerator. Okay, so tap the damn screen, please. Okay, tap the screen, y'all. I'm gonna have my minds mute y'all because y'all doing a lot of talking, but I ain't getting no taps. I'm not understanding. Can we tap the screen? Get some roses thrown at us, because for us real married women, we get flowers every day, but I need the flowers on the TikTok. Please, okay, come back. Please throw some roses. I appreciate y'all. Throw some donuts. Throw some heart me's. I kiss you back. Let's get this. Let's get this together. She got to get her some snacks and some water and some Ruffles. However it go. While y'all still sitting at home eating Coney Island, we at home eating filet mignon and lamb chops. Okay. Tap the screen. Thank y'all. Throw the gifts. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Hey. If it's a lie, then I'm living quite comfortably on the lie that you saying I'm lying about. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say to you.
So let's talk. Let me talk about it for a second. Let me talk. Let me know. Make sure y'all can hear me.
Oh,
can y'all?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. Okay,
my reception a little choppy.
Okay.
Hold on. Let it get back to where it was.
Well, then you go on ahead.
Okay,
bye bye for now, side chick.
Ooh, who a side chick in here fighting?
Yeah, she in here swinging for her life in the comments, sliding down walls.
Okay, you should have left them here so that way they can be educated.
Oh, she said she was going to the side chick live, which I don't know who live that is.
Okay. That's fine, but let me explain why I said what I said. Because perpetually, black men and all men actually typically will do stuff out of their marriage, right? Some, and not every single one of them, but some, if given the opportunity. A lot of people don't understand the dynamics of a marriage because they haven't been in one, and the one that they was in was dysfunctional. There are some women that do not care what they husband do as long as he don't bring it to the house and as long as that money come back home. I have watched this go on. These are arrangements that our parents and grandparents, not my parents, but our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents had, period. It's sad and it's systemic. And let me tell you where it come from once again. Well, it's two places it come from. When a father and a husband is lost to battle, tribal battle or otherwise battle, the husbands that come back and or remaining will assume the duties of another household to ensure the future of those children. Okay, so that's polygamy. That's the more than one philosophy. Then also the arrangement, as long as it don't come back to the house, is because y'all got to remember when slaves picked who they wanted to be with and they were married, the owner did not care. And he would sell they called us like they call animals. He would sell a buck or a doe or a filly to whomever, healthy breeding age. So keep that in mind. If you are childless, you don't have any children, you're a moderately or an attractive person, why in the world would you have to settle when there's so many other men out here, men in general, other races of men, other types of men? It's more than just the men that live in your community or in your city or in your town. There are so many men out here that are of good caliber that are looking for a woman that they can build a family and a future with or without kids, right? Why in the world would you settle for somebody else's husband or wife? Because deep down inside, you don't believe you deserve more than what you are given. You take what you are given. You don't take what you create. You don't get out here and create it. You don't work for it. You take what you are given. And that's why you end up being a side person.
Hey, listen, she just gave y'all the law, man. A lot of us not willing to take what we are given. I know my worth. Do you know your worth? And that's the reason why I ask these questions every day. Like, y'all so invested into everybody else. Are you invested into yourself? So then that's another thing I wanted to ask about the investment that everyone else has in everyone else. Do you think that the people that everyone that's invested, that they invest their time in mental space in, do you think that they're invested into themselves like that, Cappa?
Absolutely not. So when I first came on to start interviewing with you, I told you, other than like maybe jumping in some people boxes here and there, I typically don't go live Sunday through, I told you this in our DMs too, Sunday through Thursday. Some days I have a little more time on my hands and I might can get in and entertain. I'm not that vested in individuals outside of the people that's the closest with me, and that's the llamas. I'm invested in their lives. I hear about their problems. We talk. I care about them. I care about their issues. But like the rest of the people, I don't have any friends on the internet. I don't have internet friends. I have associates, I have mutuals, and I have llamas. That's it. So you'll never see me come online and be like, that's my friend. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because guess what? If I'm not your first phone call when something good happened, I'm not your friend. If I'm not your first phone call when something bad happened, I'm not your friend, right? They're going to reach out to the people that they are close to. I've yet to pick my phone up outside of a few people and it be, oh my goodness, I got to tell you this, right? From the internet. That's the problem. People conflate parasocial relationships online with friendships. They conflate association with somebody as a friendship. Just because you nice to somebody, which we're supposed to be nice, right? When I first start out with anybody, I'm supposed to be nice to them. It changes once I see what type of person you are. So we're so used to just being just dogged around so much, mistreated, overlooked, just treated like trash, that when somebody come along and they just like naturally nice to you, they start to build you up in their head into this whole new thing. Like, oh my goodness, that is my best friend now. No, you know me. I'm cool with you, but I'm not your best friend. I'm not your best good buddy. Because I will drop you like a bad habit. Did I answer your question?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
Never gonna be on here screaming, that's my friend. Okay, and I think if people keep that mindset, these are associations, these are mutuals, these are people that you're interested in, seeing their content, seeing them. Just keep it at a base level, surface though, and keep it there. Your feelings won't get hurt. So like, For example, it Miss Nietzsche in here, and I like watching Miss Nietzsche lives. I don't go in all the time. Anything. Let's say Miss Nietzsche come to the internet, and it's an example, and she say, I despise all black women with pink hair, and that's me and you today, right? Can't stand them. Get them out of here, right? Right? I'm not going to be hurt because I have placed zero expectations on Miss Nietzsche other than the fact that she is one of the brave people that hit go live on an app. I don't know this woman's history. I don't know this woman's life. I don't know the trials and tribulations she's been into. It's none of my business. And I shouldn't care that much outside of what she feel she want to explain or show of herself on a live. I shouldn't pry. And I shouldn't expect more than what she's willing to give her general audience. And that's where the hurt feelings come in at. And that's how you people going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, not being falsely accused of SA, not all of that stuff. I'm talking about just the general, you said something that hurt my feelings, so now I got to do a whole bunch of stuff to hurt your feelings.
And now I'm glad you said something about that. Why is it that people feel like they need to go and jump and just because somebody, because I'm not one of them people. I talk to you on the back end. I say what I need to say, but I'm not jumping on no live trying to expose you or trying to tear you down. Why is it that people need to go and run and have temper tantrums? Why are we having the temper tantrums at our age on this app?
Because they built these people up in their head as gods. Okay? They built them up as gods that cannot misstep, that cannot make mistakes, that can't do anything. So the minute you hurt me, the minute you make me feel insignificant, the minute you try to cancel me out of your life, the minute you try to control your access to my access to you, I now have to put you in your place. That's why. I now have to control you. I have to let people know that you are not what I thought you was, not what you told me you was, but what I thought you was. Okay? So I gotta hurt you. You hurt me. So now I'm too emotionally mature. I'm too immature emotionally to say, okay, that didn't work out. They didn't turn out to be what I thought they was. Let me move on about you know how many people I done moved on from that ended up being scum buckets? A lot. They're not going to move on. They hurt and they don't know how to process it. So how they process it is they try to hurt you. They try to hurt your platform. They try to hurt your name. They try to hurt your standing. They try to hurt your family, your job, your this, your that, your kids, your grandkids. That's how they handle it because they don't know how to sit down and assess. Okay, whoa. I thought this person was a sweet little old grandmama that baked cookies on Saturday morning, and I watched them, and then I go to their live at midnight, and they cursing and drinking wine and doing that. Ms. Nietzsche, I'm kind of using you a little bit, right? They not what I thought they was, so they're a danger. They not doing what I want them to do, so they're a danger. You only do what I want you to do because I made an emotional or financial investment in you with no contract, with no ROI, which is a return on investment, with no agreements, no NDA, no nothing. I put no paperwork in place to guarantee your behavior after I give you this investment. And time and emotions is an investment, right? So I have nothing to guarantee how you're going to act once I give you that investment. And then I have all the expectations in the world like I got you under contract. And it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You can't put human beings under contract to act the way you want them to act when you want them to act that way. Life don't work that way. It's crazy. And that's because of unhealed trauma, mental health issues, abandonment issues. It's so many reasons why people act that way. But most of it is because they were never told, no, your behavior is unacceptable. You cannot do that. I deny you access to me. Like when you okay, classic example. You block me, I'm not gonna make a I got 1 million pages, right? So you're probably gonna block me on Cappa, okay? I'm not going to go make a troll page just to put myself in proximity of you, just to argue with you, just so you can block that troll page. I'm not finna do that. You told me when you hit Cappa or the Cappa or Cappa Dappa and said block, you told me I am not welcome welcome in your space. You do not want to associate with me. You want nothing to do with me. Now, that's a reflection of what you want. That's your life. You have the right to tell people who you want in your life and don't want in your life. I'm not your cup of tea. You blocked me. You blocked me. So therefore, I'm going to let you have that. And if the llamas sneak in and record you, that's because that's what they do. They record you and they put you up on YouTube. But baby, I'm not coming into your live. It's a couple of creators on here that have blocked me. I'm gonna let you leave me blocked. Don't block me and unblock me. I'm gonna let you leave me blocked, because once you block me and then I realize you have unblocked me, I'm going to block you because I respect boundaries and something made you block me. Now let's keep the
Ooh, child.
energy.
Ooh, child, you know, you just said a whole mouthful that I have said 1,000 dang on times, honey. That's all I'm saying. I done said this 1,000 dang on times, and I'm trying to understand why people don't respect the boundaries. If I reject you, then just deal with the rejection. Rejection is a part of life, okay? Hey, everybody, welcome in to the ADHD Live. Please tap the screen, throw the gifts, throw the roses, throw the donuts, the perfumes, and whatever else you feel like donating. Y'all make sure y'all tap the screen. This interview is only going to be a little bit while longer. And seeing now we're here, right? What is wrong with people in not understanding what rejection is? What is wrong with people with not understanding that everyone is not going to like you?
Because they don't know how to operate within boundaries. That's probably why their life is so unhappy. They don't understand how to process a boundary. They don't understand how to respect a boundary. They don't understand how to operate outside of the boundary. Like, for example, if you block me and I'm in somebody's live and you have access to that live, the hosts have not blocked you. Outside of something like this, a preconceived, thank you, Miss Nietzsche, a preconceived thing where we're going to sit down and talk. It was out of all the people that came in here and left out and all of that, right? It was only one person I had an issue with, only because they're a stalker and I didn't want somebody else that's getting a restraining order on them not to feel comfortable to come in here, because I talk about them 24/7, but I also do keep him blocked. Okay. They don't understand emotionally. They're not mature enough to understand that your behavior is so immature and so childish. Like, if somebody block you, they're saying they don't want nothing else to do with you. Basically, you slam the door in my face. I'm not coming back to your crib. No matter how much you say, oh, it's cool, you can come now, because I ain't gonna forget. People will forget. They'll forget what you said to them. They'll forget what you did to them. They'll forget how you did it. They'll forget where you did it. But they'll never damn forget how you made them feel. And if somebody block you, that should be a feeling of, oh my goodness, they felt so compelled that they removed me out of their digital life. Right? So they feel entitled. Just because somebody hit go live don't mean you're entitled to them. You are not entitled to their content. You're not entitled to their page. And even with the llamas recording, because I haven't had a lot of people block me because I don't even really go in a lot of spaces. But I've had people I don't rock with to request a video to come down for whatever reason. And the llamas will, given the reason, the llamas will take the video down. They'll take the video down, given the reason, especially if it's traumatizing. You know what I'm saying? It's just general decency. People don't have no decency nowadays. They get up on this app, they tell all their doggone business, and then they mad because everybody in their business. They get up on this app, they act the fool. If you're gonna act the fool, please be built that way in real life. Because somebody is gonna come around the corner and test your fool mentality. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what, no matter how much you think you can get at somebody, you really can't unless they allow you to.
I totally agree. And hey everybody, welcome into the ADHD Live. Make sure y'all tapping the screen, or the mods will mute you. The mods will mute you if you're not tapping the screen, y'all. Hey everybody. So With that being said, y'all, please tap the screen, throw the gifts, tap the screen, throw the gifts. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah, one more thing. Something else I noticed too about when you asked about the whole bubble of mess. I noticed that outside of the black men, because that's a separate issue, because those men were typically raised by women that put no stock or stake into being of African descent, didn't care about the boy or coddled the boy too much, right? They get the little girls and they teach the little girl, you got to keep house, you got to cook, you got to clean. And that little girl doing that at 8, 9, 10 years old. Meanwhile, a son, they black king, because they don't have a black king, is laid up on the couch playing video games while the little girl is cleaning the doggone house. Right? Because they don't have a black king, so they turn that son into their black king. Those men have grown up, and now they want to come and lay on your couch and play video games and drive your car and do this and do that. You cannot come to the table. I'm not asking you to come to the table because, you know, I'm married. I'm not asking you to come to the table with more than me, but you got to come to the table with just as much as me. And if you cannot do that, you are not worth my time. So if I'm at a $100,000 a year caliber, I need you to be at 100. I need you to be at 95. I need you to be at 110. I need you to be somewhere in there so we're equally yoked. Same thing with situationships on TikTok. A lot of the people that are live creators, they're extremely intelligent. They can hold an audience. They can make people laugh. They got a craft or a skill that they offer people on TikTok. These people that have disassociative issues with their own family and their own life, the people in their real life, they come to TikTok to use y'all or us, because I'm a live creator too, to replace the bullshit in their life. So they don't got no stock or stake in the people in their life. Mama ain't talking to them. Daddy ain't talking to them. You know, they ain't got no significant other. They kids and ran off. If they got kids, the dog don't like them and the cat hiding under the couch, right? Well, they need to replace that human interaction with something. And they replace it with you. And when you deny that access to them, they lose their shit because they don't have anything else. See, if you block me right now, okay, I think you're frozen. If she blocked me right now after this interview, guess what? I still got kids. I still got a whole bunch of animals, a whole bunch of dogs. I still got my real life friends, my real life family. I still got people that I need to pour into. So pouring into internet people ain't where I'm trying to be in life. Period, point blank. It's a measure of control. When they come in and they throwing them big old gifts. Okay, I don't know. I think she took a phone call. When they come in and they throwing them big old gifts, they trying to buy friendships and associations. When they come in and they like, y'all make sure y'all try to take care of the host, do this, do that. Like I've seen lives being conducted where like a mod, they come up and they give this long spiel, gift the host, gift the thing, tap the screen, da-da-da-da-da. Playing step and fetch it for the host. They playing step and fetch it for the host. They want notice me, senpai, notice me. They're begging to be noticed. They want to be in proximity of the host. They view the host to be this God-like entity to them. That's the whole world. You know, right. And me, myself, my mods or llamas, they don't cam up on TikTok. And they'll tell you in the comments, hey, y'all tap. They don't never tell y'all to gift. Because 9 times out of 10, my gift's probably going to be turned off. They don't do that. That's so that they can be noticed. And then what I notice is once that creator do something they don't like, all hell break loose. But then that very same mod or person that was in association that was pumping that person up and saying, gift the host, tap the live, do everything you can to promote this person, is over here on the other side working equally hard to tear that person the hell down. So everybody that's a live creator needs to remember that same group of people that's running to try to promote you and up your butt and trying to just be in your face nonstop. That's the same group of people that's going to try to take you down come Mad Day. The minute you don't do what they ask you to do, they're going to come and take you down, baby. They're going to talk about you. They're going to put your family up. They're going to, every personal thing they ever learned about you, they're going to weaponize it. They're going to make you seem like you're the worst person in the whole world. But you wasn't a week ago when they was in your life boosting you up. So watch out. That's why I made that post, trying to tear people bags down, attack people. It's a lot of people in this comment section. But just remember, the only difference between a fan and a stan is that F shit. The F. Take the F out, put in an ST, and there you go. You got your stan. Your fans become your stans. And that's who destroy your platform. It ain't other creators like me. It ain't you. It ain't the people in the comment section. It's them fans that don't get what they want from you.
Okay, well, Cappa, can you hold them down real quick? I got to go and use the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Okay, hit me with another question so I can talk about it.
Okay, so I had 2 more questions for you. My one of my last questions is for you. Okay, this is controversial. Why do they feel like they need to come at you like they fucking stupid, like they don't know that you're gonna put their ass in the basket and kick them down the damn hill?
Good question. Okay, I got it. So traditionally, she is literally walking off. Oh, look at did somebody steal her phone? Okay, it ain't moving, so nobody wants to. I was like, oh, somebody taking us away. Anyway, so she asked, why is it that people feel as though they can come for me? Well, they can. So, let's clear that up. They can. They have the option to talk about me, say what they want to say about me, how they want to say it. But what they not gonna do, like ever in life, is mirror my response. And when I tell you, that's why I don't do reactionary lives. So like over the last couple of months, the TikTok has merged. So the people that usually stay on drag, I don't know what they doing over their talk. General black TikTok, all of it then came and met in the middle, right? Which probably was the algorithm that realized we all were in our own little separate cohorts, right? Hey, Renessa. They brought it together because TikTok's algorithm is a multi-billion-dollar algorithm, and the algorithm is built on creating controversy and mess, right? Hey, Mariah. The reason why they did that was because it was waning off in all the different subsections. So they brought them all together so that we all could stay in one ball, one fight over here on Black TikTok. A lot of people don't realize that when you interact with, I'll use Leola, who just came in, for example. So Leola is cool with people that I'm not necessarily cool with, right? But when I interact with Leola's content and Leola has interacted with that person's content, guess what I start seeing on my For You page? I start seeing that other person's content. It started bringing me the people that Leola like over to me. And I start, because they figure the way that they explained it is, we thought that you might like this, so we're going to bring it to you, right? So then now I'm in a whole new section of TikTok. I'm liking, commenting, sharing, interacting with. And if it's the messy stuff, if it's the vitriolic stuff, that's what TikTok's going to keep bringing me, right? If I'm over there on Plant Talk and let me tell you, I've been on a lot of sides of TikTok. There is not one side of TikTok that don't have some type of controversy. Somebody just said Womblands. That was Native American and white people TikTok came together with Womblands, and it was explosive, right? And so if I'm over there interacting with that content, is going to keep bringing it back to me. So the reason why people feel as though they can come for me is because I don't respond to everybody. Yeah, that's how the algorithm works. When your mutuals interact with content and you follow that mutual or you follow that person, it brings their likes to you. It don't tell you it's doing it. It just does it. So when you scroll in your For You page, you start seeing stuff that your mutuals like. And if your mutuals like mess, that's what it's going to bring. If they like plants, that's what it's going to bring. If they like aquariums, that's what it's going to bring to you, because they're thinking that you have a commonality with this mutual. And there's a reason why you follow this person or y'all are mutuals. And it's a multi-billion-dollar algorithm. And that is what TikTok is unwilling to give up. The formula the code that they use to create the algorithm. So anyway, because if you notice IG ain't necessarily like that. Your people can be over on IG liking stuff all day long. You may not know it till they share it to you. But once they share it to you and you like it or you interact with it, then they like, oh, got you. But it don't just keep bringing it to you, right? Right? It won't, you got to go search the stuff out. Prom shoes, this, that. You got to go. It's built different. So that's the issue, is that we merged all together. Now, let me get to the topic of what she asked me.